The Kılıç Ali Pasha complex, located in Tophane, is the work of Sinan the Architect, one of the greatest architects of the centuries. The complex was founded and named after Kılıç Ali Pasha. Pasha was a naval man who learned seafaring and naval warfare on the ships of Barbaros, Hayrettin and Turgut Reis. Their successful ventures resulted in Pasha becoming an admiral upon his arrival from sea. The ruler at the time considered Pasha as the captain of the sea, which is why the complex was originally built by the sea on filled land. His grave is buried in the mausoleum of the mosque on the qibla side. However, today the complex has lost its waterside mansion properties and is located inland from the shore. The Kılıçali Pasha complex is composed of a mosque with a mausoleum, a bathhouse, and a madrasa. Sinan the Architect built the Kılıçali Pasha complex in reference to Hagia Sophia, but in a smaller scale. And he also applied the elements of Ottoman period Turkish architecture. The prayer hall is divided into a central nave and two side aisles, like the Hagia Sophia design. The tall nave is covered by a central dome, braced by two semi-domes of the same radius. As we enter the mosque, which was built in 1580 through a five-domed portico, the verse above the portal reminds us that inside is the place of Allah. The dome of the mosque, which is about 13 meters in diameter, is carried by four main pillars with the help of pendatives and arches. The dome is supported by half domes on both sides. Although there is a very heavy structure holding up the dome, the fundamental feature of the mosque is the feeling of spaciousness and light. And there are 147 windows in the mosque, and 24 of them are on the dome.
As we enter the mosque from the portico, we arrive under one of these half domes. There is a muezzin platform on the right at the entrance. The mihrab is also covered with one of these half domes. In the mihrab, there are marble muqarnas, calligraphic writing, and Iznik tiles with the floral motifs. These Iznik tiles are among the best of the 16th century. The gallery that surrounds the place from three sides is a feature that we also see in Hagia Sophia. These galleries are carried by two columns placed between the pillars. The single minaret of the mosque is in the west corner of the prayer hall. The bathhouse, which is also called hammam. The bath is located to the south of the mosque. The dressing room of the bath is covered with a dome with a diameter of 15 meters. Instead of having the cold room right behind the dressing room, the cold room are on the sides of the dressing room as a very small space. The hexagonal warm hall is surrounded by 7 private cells, 5 of which have domes. The warm room section of the bath is in the form of star-shaped arches opening to a round central part, which is mostly used in the thermal spring architecture. The madrasa is also located on the south side of the mosque. It's a square in plan and measures about 25 meters on each side. Its fountain court is surrounded by an arcade with 11 domed bays that give access to an 18 student cells and a large domed classroom. The madrasa also faces the mausoleum. The mausoleum is an octagonal stone tomb for Kılıç Ali Pasha. It's behind the qibla wall of the mosque. The dome is carried on 4 arches that rest on a thick wall to the northeast and 2 freestanding columns to the southeast.